Women that you need to stay away from. Now, it's no secret that divorce court is probably one of the most biased and unfair things to men who are making a lot of money. So, first thing I want to do is react to this thing right here.
Getting paid.
What do you do for a living?
I don't work.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am.
I'm basing his child support increase off of what it is that he makes. Nothing
He
more.
makes more than
nothing
that.
Until you bring me something in here to show me that. That's what I'm going to base it off of.
Alright, so that's not the whole clip, but that is the best clip that I could find purposefully. But basically, this woman right here, she doesn't work and she wants to be paid and she refuses to work because her man makes all the money who she is divorced to, and she's mid.
It's called the Midwest because every single thing in it is mid.
But yeah, other than that, let's talk about the NBA players, because we all know the story about Brittany and PJ Washington, bro, paying her $200,000 a month until the kid is 18 years old. I don't know how the hell she got away with that, but she basically making money off her ass if she wanted to, and she's making money from her image and her name, which is how she got away with that. I don't know.
I was getting in a hotel room. They all pulled up, and I.
The whole team.
The worst people to deal with are the athletes.
This is
None of
her.
them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just. They're really dumb.
Their problems look like somebody got hit
That's
with
tough.
that.
The wildest thing in real life done for you.
I asked you guys in the community post if you knew who NBA groupies were, and many of you told me no. Silent Agony responded and said, that sounded sus. Silent Agony? That's incorrect. Vinny C right here said, I could learn some more. Well, Vinny C, it's your lucky day. If you already don't know what NBA groupies are, let me explain it to you.
If y'all don't know who NBA groupies are, they're basically just hoes that slide around with NBA players because they're rich and famous. Pretty much like any groupie ever. So, there you go. So we can skip this part.
Eliza Jane. On a podcast, this girl went and said this.
On my birthday, I seen them all at Dre's, like this one team.
Okay.
She's so shy. It's so cute,
And I'm
baby.
like, shit. And I
The fact that she's encouraging this is insane. It gets bad, bro. It's
in a
2023.
hotel room. They all pulled up, and I. They're
The whole team.
7.
7 basketball players in a row.
This is a
She chewed the entire starting lineup and the 6th man and the 7th man in one night. She bopped 7.
girl who recently just became a mother. She hasn't told us the father of her child yet, but could it be one of the 7 NBA players that she just mentioned? Well, this is the point of this video. Alyssa is one of these NBA groupies I'm talking about. Look at this girl as she acts around Brandon Ingram, who is an NBA player.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Do you see how strange she's acting? Well, that's the behavior of an NBA groupie when they're around basketball players. The way NBA groupies and basketball players meet is through the DMs. Once NBA players are on the road for their away game, they DM these girls that were born on the side of the road, the streets, to have a night of fun. They have these girls come to their hotel for, a sweet, lovely night of Netflix, and then the NBA players, they clap. Not this clap. Some other clap.
Hey, yo.
If he likes her services, he recommends her to the rest of the team, and they all clap. And that's when we have this.
And I sucked
The whole team.
7.
7 basketball players.
Mind you, this is someone's daughter. This is someone's sister, mind you. This is someone's, worst of all, mother. Picture this. It's 2030. Her son is now able to comprehend information. He pulls up on this video and he's all like, oh, I'm interested in what the evil business of trapping NBA players in his $1 million home. And he watches the video and the first person on here is his mother. shame, bro. Or even worse, his classmates. That nigga is going through hell that entire week of school, month, whole year, honestly. His entire academic career, he needs to get homeschooled, online schooled. Even in the Zoom chats, they bullying this nigga.
Players in a row?
Don't worry, I won't replay the full thing. With Instagram being the DM app, it's made the app a brochure, literally a brochure, filled with a ton of escorts.
I like how. Oh. All right. So as I was saying before, my camera died. Like my camera died, and I got a whole ass haircut. That boy's sharp. I don't know about y'all, but when I get haircuts, my shits be stiff as shit. Like when I raise my eyebrows, my haircut just crinkle up. That shit dumb brittle. Like what the fuck? This shit got mad layers on it. Got black shit, olive oil, and chalk. I'm about to stop asking for that nut shit. Anyway, like I was saying, I like how he used the word escort. Cause that's basically the same exact thing as what these bitches be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean women. High value women.
If you explored Instagram, it's like a booty buffet filled with lots of women with different flavors who love showcasing their skin from any parts of the world. A groupie could send just one DM to the ball player, and then the ball player will get that message. If the ball player checks her,
I ain't even gonna lie. If I'm an NBA player and a little Instagram model slide in my DMs, I don't like shit. I'm fall for it too. I can't even blame them.
And see that the groupies look good. The groupie meets the player after his game at his hotel, and the groupie simply gets dunked in. There's no time for lovemaking because after a game, the basketball team is only in town for a day. Let's say that the exercise session, the yoga session, was a success. The NBA player could recommend the groupie to the whole team. And finally, the girl's groupie, she could get a taste of the entire NBA. And then she becomes promoted to the fly girls of the groupie hierarchy. I forgot. I have not shown you guys.
Then next thing you know, they sitting courtside.
As the groupie hierarchy yet. That's to come. But before that, you not only need to understand how to spot a groupie, but you need to understand the aim of the NBA groupie. How to spot a groupie. The aim of...
We know the aim. We know the end game. The end game is to have a baby and then divorce him to have a child support coming in every month. Income coming in every month. That's a lucrative business. Lucrative business. Niggas is working. I can't even hate on the grind.
Also achieved the highest level of the groupie hierarchy. She gave birth to an NBA player's child. She knew he'd eventually make it to the NBA, so she became this NBA player's girlfriend. She attended PJ Washington's games with a big smile on her face, knowing that he'd soon make it to the NBA, and in return, she would get pregnant with this child, and
she drafted that nigga young. That's bad. Look how happy they look. They can't even show this to their kid. Like, your mom is low-key evil. I ain't even gonna care. She look good, though. Her mom is evil.
End up becoming stupid rich from him. That's just an example of the highest order of the groupie hierarchy, right?
I'm a big Laker fan, that's for sure. A big Laker fan.
And who are your favorite players?
Kobe.
Groupies also have this place that they love to hang out on. This is where you see the most NBA groupies. This is the All-Star Weekend. The All-Star Weekend is the groupies.
Bro, if your girl go to All-Star Weekend, it's clips, bro. Clips. Especially if she a little Instagram model. Clips, bro.
Top spot.
Just sign her away.
Year by year,
sign her away to the
this event. And according to the name, it's a 3-day weekend, Friday to Sunday, where people party and play basketball. And all these partying and basketballing, it all happens in one city. Just as the rappers and the athletes are flying to that one city, the groupies are also flying to this one city.
But to piggyback off that, though, imagine rappers, influencers, basketball influencer, basketball players, pro players, NBA players, retired NBA players, future draft stars, all coming to one place All-Star Weekend. and your girl is there. She dickying. Stay woke.
Suitcases filled with hair extensions, foot scrubs, flat irons, curling irons, attachable eyelashes, eyelash glue,
it's over.
face scrub, foot scrub, condoms, dental dams, and very revealing
Condoms with holes in them. Yeah.
clothes. Those are the starter pack for the NBA groupies. Since you could find the most groupies at the All-Star weekend, they're also in every city waiting and planning and looking at NBA schedules for the next time an away game happens in their city. You can find these groupies in your city, but I chose to classify these groupies by 4 levels. The top of the top, which is the upper crust level. These are the girls on the top of the groupie hierarchy, which are women who might end up engaged. These are the girls on the top of the groupie hierarchy. These are girls who fortunately ended up marrying the basketball players. And it's also the girls that their daddies are, you know, they own the team, the daddies of the girl. They could get these girls in the backstage with the players. And then just right under that is the fly girls. These are the groupies that the players want to see again. And these girls, they're very, very, very gorgeous. They look very good. These players, they want to have a second time with these girls. You know, these are the girls that are very good at their craft. You know, they're very good at their profession. They know what to do and how to do it. And they're just right under the...
Bro, NBA players don't even have to riz. In fact, they shouldn't riz. Because you know what the answer is. And then once you know the answer, you like, do she even want me for me? Or does she want me for my money? Do she want to have my children? Or do she want to have my child support? Whoa.
Fly girls are the working girls.
The cold world.
These are girls who have jobs, yet every year they fly out their city to go into the cities where NBA players are, where rappers are, just to try and get an opportunity with these people. These are the girls that go to watch basketball games, but in reality, they know absolutely nothing about basketball or the game of basketball. They just go to the basketball game just to wish and pray for an opportunity with the basketball players. And then at the bottom of the bottom is the gutter girls. This is the gutter groupies, as I like to refer to them. These are the girls that will wait outside of an arena, you know, a basketball game, just to do anything. These girls, you know, they're very, whenever a player's feeling, you know, chivalrous, he can, you know, call these gutter groupies to come to his belly and service him, simply said.
Wow.
And while researching through this video some more, I found a groupie that was interesting.
And bro, if you a regular nigga, your girl is a gutter girl.
Reviewed and she said this.
Facts.
A lot of girls out here,
Facts.
honestly, they don't have a 401k. They don't have a bank account. Like, I have a friend who was out here. She doesn't have a job. She's broke, but she goes to every one of these events. She spent her last dime, but then her rent isn't paid. Her goal is to sleep with somebody. And if the condom breaks, that's probably the best thing that'll ever happen to her. Isn't that crazy?
Christ. That's somebody's daughter, bro. Have some respect for yourself, woman.
And it also seems like these groupies, they also have a particular type. The players groupies want the most are necessarily not the most talented or even the best looking. They're the guys who have attitude. In quotes, Allen Iverson is the #1 hottie. Says Brenda, who is an NBA groupie herself. He has the cutest little lips. But groupies also like guys who can fight, like Rasheed Wallace. Ooh, he doesn't have to be pretty, to her words. She likes a guy who is hard on the court. I never hear women oohing and hawing over Kobe because he is a punk. He's soft. That's what she said. They like Ben Wallace.
They got Kobe fucked up. He shouldn't even read that part of his script. But that's okay.
Because of the way he's built. Dwayne Wade, a cutie, but in quotes, not all women are turned on by the Christian thing. I would say, don't change yourself for no groupies.
Oh my God.
Remain Christian if you're Christian. But it seems like the groupie and the NBA players' relationships aren't all roses and sunshines because many players have ruined their lives literally ruin their careers, messing with groupies. The NBA players also suffer the risk of them being exposed when they DM these groupies, ruining their careers, and
that's all they gotta
could
say.
also get the groupie pregnant. Just like Paul George here, who is offering this one groupie $1 million to abort her pregnancy with him. For more context, this is the same groupie that Lil Wayne allegedly also had a piece of, and you could find her in some Miami Heat games. And James Harden, who is splashing over $1 million in just one night to get the attention of strippers at Miami strip clubs. If we eventually get the news down the year that James Harden is broke, I've called it already. And Michael Jordan, who, while being so famous on these NBA road trips, he was meeting many good-looking groupies and clapping them while on the road, which is the same reason his 17-year-old long marriage eventually crashed and ended.
Damn.
Then there's Chris Humphries, who had his entire career cursed after
I just know Michael Jordan was clapping shit every night. If fucking Magic Johnson was having 8 sons, Michael Jordan was having 23 sons.
dating the upper crust groupie
Orgies,
that
nigga.
we call Kim Kardashian. Before dating Kim K, Chris was a beast on the court, and while in that relationship throughout his career, just for that period of time, Chris saw his scoring averages basically cut down to half in each of the next 4 NBA seasons. Someone should have informed Chris about that Kardashian curse. And there's Zion Williams, who was exposed for DMing a groupie asking her if she wanted to link. And there's Klay Thompson, who his his girlfriend put him on blast after she found out that he was with a groupie. And even non-basketball players, Usain Bolt, the running legend who was always spotted with groupies, and for whatever reason, one of the groupies is telling us that he had the body of a champion, but his male parts do not correlate with his body. And we have J.R. Smith, who thought the groupie he was DMing was a groupie, but it turned out she was a high school kid, and he was exposing for DMing this groupie if she wanted to pipe. Pipe or no pipe, if you start seeing your favorite players on the court slack, the reason for their demise might be an NBA groupie. And these NBA groupies behind the scenes, they're sucking the soul and the destinies out of these players.
Wow.
These groupies are the girls that someone would eventually suck her up to and marry. And then they'll become mothers that get sad and blame others of their past, just like Kim Kardashian here, where when making that tape in 2009, she never took a moment to think her 7-year-old son would discover that clip just 14 years later as he innocently relaxed and played a game of Roblox. The past of these groupies always tend to come back to them. Such is life, and life is such. You play groupie games, you win groupie prizes. For NBA players, that's their life force and their destiny being sucked, leading them to playing terribly on the court and then costing them the career, and then to some winning the unfortunate price that we all call diseases.
First of all, let me say good after late afternoon. Because of
Magic Johnson was absolutely fucking shit. 8 sums, my nigga. Not even, all jokes aside,
the HIV virus that
this nigga caught AIDS.
I will have to retire from
and no surprise
today.
Before clicking off, please, share this video. Let people know that
bro was having way too much fun, bro. Way too much fun. Unholy amounts of fun. But anyway, if you like the video or like my cut, subscribe.